Today's story is called Kaguyahime. Ka-gu-ya-hime. Hime means princess in Japan. Can you see the princess? I've got a princess doll here too. One day there was a terribly old gentleman and his job was to cut bamboo in the forest. One morning he was cutting the bamboo and inside he found a terribly tiny girl. Can you see the tiny girl? He took her home and she grew up to be a beautiful princess. Wore beautiful kimonos like this one here I have today. And many men came to ask for her hand in marriage. She was often sad until one day she saw up in the moon her own people, where she'd come from. And she said, "I have to go back to them." Up she flew to the moon and returned to her own people. She was luminous because she actually came from the moon. Should we have a look at that story in a book? Here's the woodcutter, and he can see this one piece of bamboo had beautiful rays of gold coming out of it. He cut it open carefully, and inside he found a beautiful baby girl. He took her home, and she grew up with the old man and the old lady and became a very happy girl. She enjoyed wearing beautiful kimonos, and the woodcutter kept finding beautiful money to buy the kimonos in the bamboo. He was very lucky, and she looked beautiful. People came from everywhere to look at how beautiful she was. And word got around, and men came to ask for her hand in marriage. She just felt sad though and told her mother that she really wanted bright things. So they set a task to all the gentlemen to see if they could go all over the lands and find bright things. One man managed to come from very far away and get some precious things to bring back to show her. See, they're in one of those precious boxes I showed you yesterday. They decided that they'd grow a precious plant that had shining things that grew off the edges of them. It was never quite the right design, never quite worked. A few bad things happened. And finally, she told them she would really rather go back to live with her people because she was sad and she missed them. At night time, she'd often view the moon with nostalgia, wondering if she would ever get back to her people. And finally, the day came that she couldn't wait any longer. People helped her get back there, and she became a princess back where she came from, carried away in a beautiful carriage. You might see a carriage here on this kimono.